Welcome back, my fellow subscribers. Today we're talking about what's the best first lens to pair with your Sony camera. Is it the Sigma 24-70? So in short, yes. And in my opinion, if you're starting photography and you're moving to Sony, whether you're getting your first A7 III, A7R III, A7S III, now that it's out, what is that one lens you really should invest in so that you don't have to be buying so many on the long run, you know? Lots of times when we're starting photography, we go for the budget items and we get 2 or 3 of them, and then the next couple months we get another one. You end up with the equivalent of having gotten one good lens that could have worked for so many of the situations you're going to encounter. And so if you're starting off, whether it be for photography or videography, I highly recommend the Sigma 24-70 2.8 for Sony. And now, this is my third video talking about this lens, and I don't mean to milk the content because everyone wants to talk about Sigma's new lenses, but they are really that great. And I can vouch for it because when I started using Sony, we had that gap. We only had one option for 24-70, and that was the G Master. I didn't have $2,300 to spend on one lens. So I ended up using secondhand, third hand, who knows how many people had those lenses that I bought. Doesn't mean they're bad. But I adapted Canon lenses 24-70 from different generations onto my Sonys. I adapted Tamron 24-70 from Canon onto the Sony. Eventually I got the Tamron 28-75, which is great. I'll give you my reasons in a bit. To finally ending up with this. Or also, I even tried compensating by having 2 or 3 primes to compensate for these focal lengths that I wanted. And so the conclusion I came to was, this is the one I needed from the beginning, but it didn't exist. But now that it does, you have the opportunity to get, potentially 4 prime lenses of extremely high quality, weather resistance, at a 2.8 in one lens. And that's what this is. And this is a very important lens because you're going for 24, which is very wide. We didn't have that many wide lenses with Sony. We barely hit the 20mm marks in terms of prime lenses, or 14 from Sigma, but 24-70 in one lens has always been the go-to lens for many photographers, whether it be in events, weddings, portraiture, you name it. And so why is this one better than the Tamron 28-75? I had the Tamron for about a year. A little over a year. I was one of the first people, or I got it in one of the first batches. And I did enjoy it. It was great. Autofocus was great. Image quality, really light. Compared to this one, it's slightly lighter. A bit more compact, to be honest. But in the long term, I just felt like it was missing something. And first of all, it didn't go that wide. 24-28 may not sound like a lot of difference, but if you're used to trying to get those big shots of a site, of a location, of a venue, or even just the perspectives of a landscape, and you may want that perspective at a 24, I just wasn't getting it. And so I did miss that 24. On the other hand, I was getting 75mm, but 70-75 at a 2.8, negligible difference. I'd say the wide end is a little bit more significant. The Tamron is a hard plastic lens. It is durable. It will scratch easily. There's nothing wrong with the construction or the build. It's not as pro. You're not gonna feel as confident if you accidentally smack it on something or drop it, It's very light. On the other hand, we have this, and this feels solid. It's solid metal all around with the very finely made grips, so that you can zoom in and out or focus with the addition of the buttons that the Tamron has no buttons, We're getting a focus hold button, we're getting auto, AF or MF, and we're getting a lock for the zoom. and we're getting it with 9, wait, I think this one has 11 blades. This one has 11 blades to match the G Master. So you're getting all of Sigma's learning through their first initial round of Sony E lenses into a final product that incorporates everything they learned and corrected mistakes in one lens right here. And it is slightly big, but I mean, for what you're getting, it's very compact. You wouldn't have to carry several primes with you, just this one lens. And so I recommend this for photography, videography. I've made a couple videos with this lens and I'll link them above. Very high quality, sharp, very sharp, clarity. I just love this lens, and this is the one I wish would have existed when I started, because I went through so many lenses trying to fill the void that this one took. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a quick thought on what the best lens, where you should put your money, because sometimes it's hard to decide that. I mean, if your budget is really limited, you're gonna go for maybe one prime, but if you have the opportunity to spend the $1,000 or whatever, close to $1,000, I think you can get them used now. This is worth it, because this is like having 4 lenses in one, and it will stay with you because of the quality and professional level that it was built for. It was built to perform, so it's not going to let you down. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We got more videos coming.